What's up, everybody? Welcome to another interview edition of the Electric Circus radio show right here at MetalMessiahRadio.com. We're always your metal music messiah. I got a guest on the phone with me right now. On the line with me, we got Colin Ryley of the Melodic Thrash Metal band from Calgary, Canada. HYPERIA is a melodic thrash metal band known for their wailing vocals, shredding guitars, and fast, heavy music. Formed by Colin and his wife Marlee Ryley in September of 2018. In 2019, HYPERIA signed with European label Sliptrick Records, who will be releasing their debut full-length album entitled INSANITORIUM worldwide on January the 14th, 2020. Welcome to the show here, Colin.
Thank you very much, man. Good to be here.
So tell us about the band, your band, HYPERIA. How did you guys get started?
It all kind of started, as you were saying, Marlee and I, we got back. We had a previous band a couple of years ago, and we kind of took a hiatus for a year. We went on a little bit of an extended honeymoon where we traveled around the world for 13 months. And it was awesome, but about 6 months in, I really just wanted to be in a band again. So I kind of had all the ideas. We had a little travel acoustic guitar that I wrote about three or four of what would be HYPERIA songs. Kind of came back, and we knew we wanted to hit the ground running. We didn't want to have too much. We didn't want to be the kind of band that kind of jams in your basement or in your garage for a year. We kind of wanted to. We knew we had a vision. We knew what we wanted to do. Kind of went to around a few local shows. We knew Dave. Well, Marlee knew Dave just from the local metal scene, the rhythm guitarist. Scott, the bass player, we used to work with him, actually, so I knew he used to be a guitar player, but I kind of asked him if he wanted to take on the bass duty, and he was stoked to do it. And we had a original drummer that was a little bit different when we first started jamming, and then his work just got too crazy. So he couldn't continue doing it, unfortunately. But fortunately, Dave knew Jordan, who's our drummer now, and they just met through another mutual acquaintance, I think. And it all fell together like really, really organically. We're lucky that it happened that quickly.
Right, you got some music awards and everything. 2019 YYC Music Awards Metal Recording of the Year nominee. Please tell us about that and how that went.
Yeah, it was cool. So yeah, the YYC is a reference to anybody who doesn't know. That's our airport code here in Calgary, Canada. So basically it's just a Calgary Music Award ceremony that kind of has multi-genre. They got a music video contest, which we unfortunately couldn't make this year, just due we didn't have it out by then. So basically, yeah, we were lucky enough to be nominated along 3 or 4 other metal bands here in Calgary. Yeah, we didn't take it, but it was an honor just to be nominated. It was a really cool event. We went there, free food, free little appetizers and stuff. It was a lot of fun.
And you guys have a new album out to be released January the 14th, as we said earlier. Tell us about the making of the album INSANITORIUM. What was the process like?
Yeah, that'll be out tomorrow, actually. It's crazy. We started recording this album, I think, back in February or March last year, and we did it all ourselves. I own a home recording studio here in Calgary, so we kind of took it on ourselves. Everything was recorded in my studio here. We finished recording. I think it took us about 2 months to track everything. So we finished recording at the beginning of June, like end of May, beginning of June. And it's just been a long wait to get it finally out. But yeah, it was cool. I really enjoyed how we could do it all ourselves. It gave us more kind of control over how we wanted it to sound. Right. It definitely was stressful on my end, and the fact that I mixed it all myself, I listened to the songs probably like 10 or 20,000 times. Cool. So yeah, I'm excited for it to come out, and it'll be a big relief. We've all been wanting it to come out for a long time now. So
So you already released the YouTube video to Asylum. Please tell us about the video Asylum. Where was the scenes shot at, and who was the director on the album and the video?
Sure, yeah, it was direct. Sorry. Yeah, it was directed by a guy here. I was kind of sent a bunch of emails out to different videography companies, and his company, he works for a bigger company as well, and they kind of referred me to his smaller company, which was kind of focusing more on doing music videos. So he killed it. He's a really, really good videographer, really good director. His name is Seth Williams. His company is Flip City Films. We kind of told him the idea about it, and Marlee had the idea of just kind of the Insane Asylum. Well, obviously that's the idea of the whole album, but she had the idea for the music video. And then he kind of just took that and just ran with it and kind of turned it into this huge thing, definitely more than we were expecting. It was filmed in, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was some kind of old military building. I can't remember what they used it for. But it was cool, yeah. We got a good deal on renting that out for the day, or the 2 days. And we pretty much had 2 days of 14-hour days of shooting. Breathing in all the bird poo that's in there, and they were long days, but we had a lot of fun filming it, and we couldn't have found a better videographer to work with, for sure.
It's a very cool video. It kind of reminds me Marlee when she's doing her thing in the video and everything. It kind of reminds me of The Exorcist. Yeah. So please,
No, we really wanted to kind of pull off that like 80s horror vibe, it was kind of like
nice.
Well, that's a compliment. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome. Please tell us about the topics and the meaning of your songs on the new album, INSANITORIUM.
Sure, yeah. It kind of outlines the entire idea of just being trapped in an insane asylum. It's definitely a concept album with a couple songs. Well, Dystopia, for example, is more of a political-based song that might not tie in completely, but I'm sure you could find ties in with it. Basically, the plot of the album is Marlee a lot of the lyrics have to do with a lady who killed her lover and then got kind of thrown into an insane asylum. And kind of just like the feelings that you would have if you were to be trapped in an insane asylum, a lot of the feelings of isolation, regret. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I came up with the idea. I just kind of, I just thought of it, I think, and I thought it'd be cool. I know it's been done before. It's definitely not a fresh idea in that way, but I think we kind of took a cool spin on it, especially with doing the going back and forth between Marlee's vocal styles, where she'll do the clean singing and then the screaming, and kind of that. It kind of gives a feeling of like almost like a bipolar personality.
Yeah, that's what I like about in the video. I like that, like maybe a little bit regular singing side and then the evil side, kind of.
Totally. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
What did the band name HYPERIA come from? What's the origin of the band name HYPERIA?
Yeah, we were trying to figure out a band name for the longest time. Well, not that long, a month or two. And we just kept writing. I think each of all the members had a list of like 10 or 20 potential band names. And I just kept coming back to HYPERIA. I like the kind of the one word name. And I also kind of like a one word name that isn't actually a word. Right. It definitely helps as far as like setting us apart when you search us. There won't be a bunch of bands that come up with it or a bunch of other things that are named that. Basically, HYPERIA kind of came to me as a combination of the words hyper and hysteria, which I thought was kind of a good, suitable name for our style of music. And yeah, I think it just has a cool name to it, or cool feel to it, personally, and it's catchy, and yeah, it just ended up being the one we went with.
Very cool, very cool. What is your favorite part about this line of work, being a musician and in a band with your wife?
Yeah, it's funny, actually. I think a lot of people would think that it might be a bad idea to be in a band with your wife, but I would definitely say the opposite. Both of us are so into music. I think if we were in separate bands, we would never probably see each other just because of how much time we devote to the band. like I said earlier, we came off that where we went for an extended honeymoon of 13 months, so we were kind of stuck with each other 24/7 for 13 months. So I feel like if we can get through that, I mean, everybody bickers all the time, but I think, yeah, nothing serious. I'd say my favorite part of being in a band would be playing live, for sure. I love playing live. It's a cool feeling when people enjoy stuff that you wrote. Like, it's kind of, I mean, it's interesting how something you could think of people are really digging. It's a cool thing. I would say playing live is my favorite part of being in a band, for sure. Yeah.
Who was the music producer or the producer of the album, and who did the songwriting?
I produced the album, I would say, and I wrote the majority of the music. Dave definitely, there was a couple songs. Unleash the Pigs was Dave completely, that song. And then there was a couple songs like Contagion, Nullified, and The Scratches on the Wall that me and Dave kind of collaborated on. Lyrics were all done by Marlee. Bass, kind of, Scott threw down his own bass, wrote his own bass lines and everything. And yeah, Jordan did his thing on the drums.
Cool. Who did the artwork on the cover art for the album?
The artwork was done by Andrew Butsikov, who is a really famous artist in the thrash metal world. He did Municipal Waste, Toxic Holocaust, cool. Cannabis Corpse, Skeleton Witch. So yeah, we knew he'd be the good guy to go to, and he was an awesome artist, and he really easy to work with and really cool style.
What festivals have y'all played at since the inception of the band Hyperia? Any music festivals? Please tell us about those.
That I can think of, I don't think we've actually played a festival yet. We definitely have some on the horizon for this summer, though. But yeah, unfortunately, at least here in Canada, we missed all the deadlines for the last summer's festival run because we didn't have really anything recorded by the time the submission deadlines were. So unfortunately, yeah, we hopefully will be breaking out of that in the next couple months here.
Cool. Who do you feel really had the greatest influence on you personally as a performer? How do you approach an audience also?
I mean, I pretty much learned how to play guitar to one of the first Children of Bodom records. I know they get a lot of flack from people, but I've really appreciated all their guitar work. I take a lot of influence from people like Paul Gilbert, Randy Rhoads, Steve Vai, Alexi Eliho, the Children of Bodom guitarist. I think I really enjoy the guys from Lost Society too. They're a good big influence on my stage performance just because they had that such a young thrash energy that I remember when I first saw them play live, it just made me realize like how much energy and stage performance has to do with a show, even more so than the music sometimes.
Right. Colin, where do you see your band in the near future? Your goals to where you want to be as a band?
We have actually a huge year coming up ahead of us. Nothing is really announced yet, but we definitely have a pretty big tour in the works. I might not say just where right now, but we're looking at about 30 to 40 shows, about a 3-month tour coming up in the summer. So there's a lot of stuff coming, and then we have a couple festivals that were confirmed for playing in the late summer. And
cool.
Unfortunately, I wish I could talk more about it, but I think in the next couple of weeks here, hopefully it'll be announced or be more confirmed.
When the fans see you perform live, what kind of Hyperia show would they see live?
Yeah, so like I was saying, like we talk as a band as much as being good musicians. We really want to put on a good show as well. A lot of bands that you see will kind of just stand in one place and maybe just headbang, but we try and move around the stage as much as we can. We've been described as having a lot of energy on stage. I think that just shows because of how passionate we all are about playing our music. We'll kind of have the energy sometimes even just practicing in Dave's basement. So it doesn't even have to be in front of a crowd. I think we just love playing live and love playing music, and I feel like people can see that when we play live as well.
How do you promote your band's music in social media? Where can the fans to be buy your music at?
Yeah, so as of tomorrow, our album should be released worldwide, streaming on every platform: Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, Google Music, whatever you use there. You can buy all of our music through our Bandcamp, which is hyperiametal.bandcamp.com. You can also, if you live in the other parts of the world, I know in a lot of parts of Eastern Europe and I think all over US too, our label Sliptrick Records will be selling that in different distributors and stuff in different cities. Right. I would say if you want to definitely have a copy of our album, send us either a message on Facebook or go through our Bandcamp, and we'll definitely be able to ship a copy out to you guys.
And that's where I found you guys at. I found you on Bandcamp.
Yeah, Bandcamp would probably be, that's directly through us, so that way we can guarantee that you get any merchandise that you'd like.
Are there any plans in the future for having your music on vinyl? Because a lot of people are loving and collecting vinyl these days, and it seems to be a fad that's coming back.
Definitely, yeah. We've talked about that lots. I think maybe a few months down the road there. Vinyl, I know vinyl has a huge market, but I feel it's a little bit on the expensive end for us right now. We've been putting a lot of money into recently, like that tour that I was talking about and promotion in general. Right. So I think right now, as of when the album will be out, we'll have CDs and cassettes right off the bat.
Nice.
But vinyl, we definitely want to get vinyl down the road, but it might not be for another 3 or 4 months, maybe. Yeah.
All right. Colin, it's been a pleasure and an honor having you on the show here tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule for doing this interview with us here at the MetalMessiahRadio.com. And the best of luck to you guys of Hyperia. You're more than welcome to come back on the show when the next offering comes out. And will there be a new album after this one coming out in the future?
Yeah, I would say hopefully. We haven't really started writing anything new too much. We kind of just focusing on getting this album out, but definitely we'll be having more songs coming out, and hopefully maybe in a year or two, probably until our next album comes out.
All right, here live on the show, I'm going to play 2 new tracks from the new album, INSANITORIUM by HYPERIA, and we already discussed what Asylum's about, and the other song is going to be Dystopia. Tell us about Dystopia before we close here.
Sure, and yeah, Dystopia, I would say, is kind of the one political song on the album. I feel like every thrash band needs a political song. Basically, it's kind of just about government control and the fact that they're kind of kings to us, and we, I mean, it's kind of your cliche, screw the government kind of song, I guess. We actually have a lyric video up for anybody interested in actually seeing the lyrics. But yeah, basically just about being controlled by the government and fighting back for what you believe in, and yeah, starting a revolution if you want to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, I got 2 brand new tunes by HYPERIA. We got Asylum, and following after that, we got Dystopia. Crank it up, Joker Live, one place, MetalMessiahRadio.com. We're always your metal music messiah. Crank it up!
What's up? I'm Colin Ryley, lead guitarist of the band Hyperia, and you're being musically assaulted by J0KeR's Electric Circus radio show at MetalMessiahRadio.com. Your metal music messiah. Keep banging. Yeah!